ChildStrive is so special because of the culture here from the admin team and the staff is what make it amazing. We get to do what's important to us, and our passions are always encouraged here. We can look into any external program to bring into ChildStrive that we want.
When I discovered ChildStrive, I realized that they're doing so much good work to support families in that time period before children enter kindergarten. And that was sort of what I was waiting for. I'm like, well, maybe when my daughter enters kindergarten, I'll get some more support or a little bit of a break, but it shouldn't have to be that way. And so I'm just so happy to be a part of this team and to have the curriculum Parents as Teachers has, that we can support families in all kinds of different areas.
I think the restorative model, what it does is it creates an opportunity for voices to be heard. I think it definitely allows for every kind of discipline to be able to put anything out on the table. It allows us to connect with other disciplines. I was working in the office and I got to learn a lot about what the Nurse-Family Partnership does. I got to learn a lot more just the nuances that the administrative staff have to go through and kind of some hoops that people have to jump through. But overall, I think it allows for better collaboration with everybody involved in the company.
I got together with a group of people and we did sort of a preliminary CQI team just for early intervention, just to look at workflow. And we kept having these meetings and we were like culling data about what was happening with kids and how often we were seeing kids, how we were spending our time. And Jim kept coming to our meetings and saying like, no, I like think bigger, think bigger, bigger, bigger. And we were like, no, this is like the system that we've been working in for a long time. And so we kept sort of staying within that system, and he kept coming back and saying like, no, like erase that system and like dream about what you want this to look like. It finally kind of dawned on us that we were not thinking big enough, and when we did, it was like we could all of a sudden see some of the changes that needed to happen. So we did like kind of a whole redesign of our workflow, and that's what's being implemented right now, and it's pretty awesome to see it happening because I feel much more fulfilled in my job, I guess, because I'm doing the work that I wanted to do.
When I first learned about restorative practices, I really thought that it aligned with just some of my core beliefs and values as far as being restorative in relationships rather than condemning or punitive. And so it was something that I was really excited to learn about. I didn't fully quite know how it would fit into the structure of Nurse-Family Partnership or even our agency. As I learned more about it, it really fit in very nicely. And we're able to practice, I think, a lot of those things, even just within our teams. Being at some of the trainings and seeing light bulbs go off for the staff members when they're like, oh, this is what restorative practices is, and this is how I can use this with my families, and helping them see a bigger picture and how to help them in the community and with their families. And I think it's helped people across our agency, all of our staff members, feel like they have a say in things and changes that happen at ChildStrive. And I think that's really unique to our agency, that we get to be a part of speaking changes into the way our agencies run.
We do what's best for the families all the time. And so to me, that's really important. And that's what sets ChildStrive apart.
I find it an honor to be invited into the parent-child dyad and to have that trust. Something I never take for granted.
It's not just the in-home services that we're providing on a specific day. It's really supporting that child and that family and then the whole community, something bigger.